Oh man, so Luna is back in the news. It did not take long before it did. It's re-emerged up 40% today, Luna Classic and Luna. What is going on? How has it come back into the headlines? What is the latest news? What am I going to do with this price action? Hit up the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's take a quick look here in the chart. We're seeing massive pumps here on both Terra Classic or LUNC and Luna as well. And what is going on? We know what's going on, and I can show you first of all that if you want to trade any of these moves, which I'm going to share with you, you can do so using BYBIT or BitGet. Links in the description to both of those. These are the two exchanges I use on a day-to-day basis and are offering you guys great bonuses in the description. So do get yourself set up. BitGet is going to give you up to 10% cashback when you deposit. So it's an absolute no-brainer. BYBIT give you up to $4,000 in bonuses, which you can earn, which you can use to trade with. So definitely get yourself set up on those. And by the way, just to address this, for those people who say, oh, it's okay to do crazy 100x leverage, but then they wouldn't trade a bit of a meme coin. I don't have that. Yes, you guys know me. I'm super fundamental. I'm super technical. The majority of my wealth is in long-term portfolios. But if I see a little play that I want to trade with, as long as I know in my mind that's a little play I want to do with a meme coin, and I associate a little bit of pocket money on that, absolutely, don't let anybody tell you that's not okay, but it's okay to 100x leverage on your main Bitcoin position, right? Put things into perspective, and that's what I'm doing here today. Is if sometimes in a boring crypto year, you will see a Dogecoin or a Shiba, or in this case a Luna moving, and it's important that you can safely trade that with stop losses, with risk management, but don't fall in for the trap of believing in this for long term. I am not believing in this. But let's first get into what actually went on. Why are we suddenly getting this burst? Well, the reason is come back into the headlines is Anonymous, the special hacking group, have come out and put this message out for Do Kwon. Let's have a quick listen.
Obvious to us that Do Kwon has plenty of secrets and he has been very sloppy in his execution. Multiple governments are conducting their own investigations into the scammer, but so are we. Anonymous is looking into Do Kwon's entire history since he entered the crypto space, to see what we can learn and bring to light. There is no doubt that there are many more crimes to be discovered in your trail of destruction. Do Kwon, if you are listening. Sadly, there is nothing that can be done to reverse the damage that you have done. At this point, the only thing that we can do is hold you accountable and make sure that you are brought to justice as soon as possible. We are Anonymous. We are Legion. Expect us.
There you have it, guys. There you have it. Quite thrilling, right? Quite thrilling that Anonymous are now after Do Kwon. And this has brought some of the pump back in the price action, particularly for Luna Classic, right? It makes a lot of sense that if you're believing in the Luna Classic story, the fact that Do Kwon can be exposed, right, is helping fuel this. But again, from a fundamental perspective, guys, I would not be looking into this as, oh, look, this is going to drive Luna Classic up, or this is going to drive the Luna up. But there is volatility. And when there is spot volatility like you're seeing on this market, there are some crazy opportunities, right? You're looking at a spot move there of 60% here, and you can get similar volatility here, which you guys can trade sensibly. Now, again, would I be going into this for a long-term position? No, absolutely not. But would I be looking to trade some of this volatility? Absolutely. Now, the important thing to realize is we've covered the Do Kwon story at extreme length here on this channel. And the one thing was clear, right? It just did not seem right. And I know a lot of people are on Do Kwon's side and say, no, it was just, it was just a setup wrong and any company can fail in a bear market. And you're hearing similar narratives with 3 Hours Capital. We made a video on that. Go watch that here. With Celsius, again, we've covered that as well. Watch that here. It just seems like we're getting collapse after collapse. But one thing we have to do as a community is if we see clear, nefarious intent to damage the community, we have to act upon that. Now, if you look at a traditional government, traditional finance, you will see that there are things in place which bring people to justice, right? You can file class action lawsuits, you could do X, Y, Z, and somehow you can try to get some justice on the people that ripped you off of money. Because it's not just in crypto, right? This happens in traditional finance as well. But in crypto, we've got to self-govern. We've got to understand, look, we've got to do the research, we've got to do the insights, and we've got to figure out how to bring these people to justice, because otherwise these kind of rug pull attempts will continue to happen and continue to happen on bigger and bigger scales as crypto grows. So we need to be very, very careful what's happening. And it's very interesting that Anonymous are adding this to their busy list of things to do to go after Do Kwon. So maybe they've seen something, maybe they've seen some data, maybe they've got access to some ledger information where they've seen, okay, something was going on, and he did not mean good by what's happened. You guys know my stance on this, right? I wanted Do Kwon to come out with open evidence to say this is where the BTC spend went. Here are the receipts. Here are the transactions. To just be open and upfront with the data. He was the complete opposite. And now we know that the Terra team are on the no-fly list was it Singapore, I believe, and they're unable to leave. So this is very, very interesting progression and update here on the Luna story, just when we thought it was dying out. Now again, guys, I just want to reiterate, be careful on this price action, right? This is a clear momentum play. This happens all the time. This happens in stocks, it happens in crypto, it happens in other assets as well. And if you know what you're doing, you can be successful in trading some of these moves. But I don't want you guys to get wrecked. Don't suddenly start falling in love with Luna again and adding to it as some sort of long-term hold, so you end up holding a bag. No need. If you're trading it in, out, this is my price target, made a little bit of pocket money, and we're good to go. Don't risk more than you're willing to lose. Tiny bit of lunch money or some pocket money, or you're going to go buy that t-shirt, you want to put it into a trade, fine. Anything serious? No. Taking out loans to invest in this? No. Leverage? No. Like, let's keep it simple, guys. People have ruined the whole vibe and the fun around trading. There's nothing wrong with trading. There's nothing wrong with entering positions, and if you guys are doing so in a safe manner without falling for the narrative again, that's all that matters here. Okay, let's have a quick update on Bitcoin as well. We did a video earlier a couple of hours ago. Make sure you guys go watch that. And here on the 4 hourly, the key bit here was, can Bitcoin go and fulfill this head and shoulders pattern? Now it's looking weaker and weaker. The volume doesn't look great, and that is what is making me a little bit concerned with this pattern now. The good news is we're still above our 4 hourly ribbon, but you can see these two red candles here didn't show a good enough momentum. And one of the reasons for that is if we head on over to the market, we're going to get the market open very shortly. I mean, about an hour after I record this video, and you can see the pre-market. I just click across to that. You can see it's currently holding fairly flat to green. It was greener than this, and it's kind of just sitting a little bit flat here. 0.5 on the NASDAQ, 0.4 on the S&P, and 0.3 on the Dow. So let's see if crypto opens up in the green, and can it continue to have a good positive week? If it can, then we could see this head and shoulders break out towards 26,000, and that is what I'm looking at. I'd be scaling in once we hold above 21,700. I'd be looking at a little bit of resistance here at 23,000, but then hopefully we can ride that up towards 26 here on the shorter term time frame as an opportunity. Again, guys, if you want to take any of those moves, the links are in the description. Stay safe out there. Feel free to enjoy the trades, right? I think that's the message of this video as well. When you see a bit of news headline and you want to have a bit of a trade, go for it, but just don't fall in love with things and suddenly think, oh look, this meme coin is going to go to the moon, it can never come down. Like, that stuff is always going to get you wrecked. And the reason I want to cover this off is new people are bought into crypto every single day, and the reality is most come in through these crazy initiatives, whether it's a Shiba, whether it's a Doge, whether it's a Floki, whether it's now Terra Luna Classic. And if we can bring those people in and educate them to trade sensibly with risk management and stop losses, because let's face it, they want the 50%, they want the 70%, they want the 60%. Maybe you watching this want that, because you getting 60% on getting 5% on Bitcoin with your $100 is not going to do much for you, right? Whereas if you can start saying, okay, here's a bit of trading, I want to practice how to trade, here's my risk management, maybe that's a good way for you to get into crypto, then learn how to dollar cost average in on Bitcoin, how to dollar cost average in on other blue chips, what to do in a bear market, bull market. Hopefully we can educate you on all of that here on this channel. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you appreciate this type of content. Immediately as soon as something happens in the news, let me know in the comments. Watch this video and I'll see you in the next one.